Ich heiße Alyass-États-Uni. Ich bin 18 Jahre alt. Ich komme aus den USA. Ich wohne in Berlin. I moved to Berlin to pursue a personal opportunity of becoming a doctor. Where I come from, not many people get many opportunities, and when there is an opportunity that shows up, people are always afraid to take it. So when the opportunity for me to come to Germany and study here showed up, I took my chance, I took the risks, and I came here to Berlin. I was born in Yemen. I don't really remember much from when I was a kid, but I moved to the US when I was 3, and I was raised there, and being a kid, it imprinted on me very much, and I grew up in a Western culture. So the Yemeni culture and Yemeni tradition that I very much wanted to know and have, it didn't come to me as naturally as it did to my parents or my brothers who were much older than me. I had a lot of American friends, and that impacted me a lot. The first thing that blew my mind when I came to Germany was the train stations, the subway stations. I could never understand how packed and crowded it could be in a train, but so quiet. Being American, people are usually loud. Americans like to be loud. But I was afraid to talk or say anything to my cousin who was next to me because if I whispered anything, everyone could hear it because of how silent it was. Another big difference is how straightforward Germans are. If Germans want anything from you, or they don't like you, or anything, they'll tell you straight to your face. They don't hold back. Americans usually hold back, and if they don't, they try to sugarcoat it. The third, and this is one of the biggest differences, is it's personal. In America, I had my brothers, my 2 older brothers. So whenever I needed something or wanted something, they always were there for me. And over here, I have family here. I have my aunt and uncle, and I'm very thankful for them. And I also have my cousin and his sisters. So they're family, but it's not the same without my brothers. So it's pretty tough. There's a lot of things that I do differently than as I used to back in America. I think most impacting ones is studying. Back in America, I never studied, and I never had to study to keep up my grades. But here, with learning a new language and having to go to school, I've come to study a lot. It's not the first time that I've learned a different language. When I learned Spanish in America, it was quite easy, and I never had to study for it. But German is different, and it's much harder. Another thing is friends in sports. In America, I had many close friends, and with that, it was practically every day that I was hanging out with them. And sports, I used to play sports every day. And but here, it's hard studying and finding time for friends in sports. One thing that I've kept the same, that I still do and will always do, is pray. The biggest and most important aspect to my identity is my religion. I'm a Muslim, and I take being Muslim very, very proudly, and I am not ashamed. I'm very proud to be a Muslim, and people think that Muslims do bad things, but in reality, Islam teaches us not to do those bad things, that if you do, it's a sin. And, well, let's get past that, but being Muslim is the biggest thing to my identity. The second biggest thing to who I am is my character. I like to help people, and really the reason I'm here in Germany is so I can learn how to help people, so I can be a doctor and help people. And I've always found that saying no when others need help is really hard for me. Last but not least, the sports. I like to play sports, and I'm a very athletic guy. So these are my top 3 things to my identity.